We renovated the inside of the terminal a little bit in the 2006-2007 renovation, but the big difference has been on the air side. As soon as you go through our securities checkpoint, you used to walk out into the elements and onto the aircraft via stairs. Now you can come into a state-of-the-art facility, up the escalators, the only escalators working in San Angelo, and into the aircraft and utilize the jet bridges. And when we have the aircraft attached to the jet bridges now, it takes the elements completely out. Another design project that we have right now is Taxiway Alpha, to reconstruct Taxiway Alpha completely, and the rehabilitation of Taxiway Delta, Taxiway Hotel, and Runway 927. So hopefully by the end of fiscal year 2010, we would have complete rehabilitated all the surfaces of taxiways and runways at the airport. Well, I started early in 2007, and before I even started working, I was asked to come by Elizabeth Grindstaff. I was asked to come to the ribbon cutting of this building. We did it in February 15th of 2007, and it had been under construction for about a year and a half. It's a little over $4 million of improvement to our terminal, and it's a beautiful architecture, and it reflects a lot of West Texas and what Texas does. To the airport, it allows us, like today, where it's raining, to have the passengers get out of the aircraft and board the aircraft without getting wet by the use of our 2 jet bridges and not walking out into the elements. Beautiful facility. It's been in operation since early 2007, and it's wonderful. Nothing but good comments from the citizens of San Angelo and surrounding areas. So, yes, we've had, since I've been here, we've been fortunate to acquire up to $12.4 million worth of grants, primarily on the infrastructure on the ramp, or the apron, how we call it here at the airport. We've had 4 phases of concrete reconstruction, and right now we're in phase D, finalizing phase D, which you can probably see behind me, the barricades and the construction going on. After that, we're going to rehabilitate, reconstruct Taxiway Bravo, which is our main parallel taxiway, and right now we have designs for Taxiway Alpha next year. We've been able to reconstruct the entire electrical system of the taxiways. We've been able to replace 440 incandescent taxiway lights that utilize a 45-watt bulb with LED technology that utilizes only 9 watts per unit. So huge savings. All of it has been funding through the Federal Aviation Administration, a 95-5 match. The FAA, the federal government, pays 95%, and the city pays 5%. Fortunately, through our passenger facility charge, the general fund or the airport has not been tapped on paying that 5%. We've been able to use our PFC funds, passenger facility charge, to use as our local match. So the citizens of San Angelo have not paid any of the improvements at the airport. Only the users of the airport pay that $4.50 per flight. Another project that we're doing, I already mentioned the air conditionings to the concourse, to the jet bridges. Another one that City Council just approved on July 21st is the AEP relocation of 2 power lines on the south end of the airport. And we've had a lot of complaints from pilots and the Air Force that utilize the airport of those power lines being too high and too close to the runways. We'll be able to bury one of the lines, and a transmission line will be relocated to the extreme south end of the airport, taking it out of the flight path to runway 36. All of those have been identified in our capital improvement program out to the year 2013. However, I've been able to secure funds, not secure funds, but put it in the Federal Aviation and Airports Improvement Program project for 2010, and I'm hopeful to receive funds next fiscal year to do everything. So we've moved up all of our projects from as far as 2012 in design up to 2009, and then construction in 2010. One additional project that we do have is the reconstruction. Since we've been able to move those projects ahead, one additional project that we've been able to secure right now, or at least ask for funding through the FAA, is the rehabilitation and repaving of our 6+ miles of perimeter road. And that is a great benefit because it takes all the vehicles out of the movement areas, so it allows the taxiways and runways to be used by aircraft and not vehicles. Additionally, aside from the Federal Aviation Administration, I'm working with the Transportation Security Administration for a explosive detection system, so we can have all of our checked luggage go through this explosive detection, EDS machine. That way we don't have to, or the TSA does not have to search each individual bag or do it in a piecemeal manner. I think we've done some great improvements at the airport since I've been here that were done. This building is something that my predecessors have looked at and were able to do. However, I think we have a bright future. The FAA has been working diligently with us, been able to move projects ahead quite a few years, especially in the design and hopefully in the construction phase. So it opens up monies in the future to take a look at some of the improvements. One improvement that I would like to do shortly after the improvements to the airfield pavements is to take a look at the main terminal and try to move the architecture and the beauty of the concourse into the older part of the terminal, and have this just flow right into the front of the terminal. That's something that I would like to do soon too. It's been positive. They like the new facility. They like coming here. They like the free parking. They've always enjoyed coming to San Angelo. Our charter service, for example, when I got here, we used to have 12 charters a year. Now we're up to close to 30 charters a year. I believe tomorrow, July 23rd, a charter is coming back from Reno. But on Tuesday, we had a charter that left with 155 people, not only from San Angelo, but from Abilene, Del Rio, and Points West. People just like to come, park for free, get on a charter aircraft and go gamble, have a good time, come back 3 days later, and it's a short drive home. They don't have to go to San Antonio or Dallas to catch the charters. Our charter business has increased tremendously, and it is also due to the fact that we have jet bridges. They don't have to get on the elements. The airlines that operate those charters like it. We can accommodate larger aircraft, and it's easy come and easy go.